Bhim, Jai Mulnivasi, Jai Savidhan, Jai Bharat. Once again, welcome you all to MNT News Network. Today is Sunday, and as you all of you know, every Sunday we are organizing the sessions in English, and we are targeting various issues that the marginalized people are facing, and how important these issues are, and what can be the solutions, and how it is going to affect their life. That way, we are organizing various topics. And today also we are going to discuss a very important topic. The topic is of unemployment. So, as far as the severity of this problem is considered, and the scheduled caste, scheduled tribe, and other backward classes people are considered, this is a very, very important topic, and this topic is live on Facebook as well as YouTube. So, I will request all the viewers who have joined through Facebook to share this particular link on their timeline, so that they can this video can be shared, or this video can be the notification can be received by all the social people within their network. And also who are watching through YouTube, they are also requested to like, comment, and share, so that others also will get a notification of this particular video, which is a very, very important topic that we are going to discuss. So basically, today we are going to discuss about unemployment, as I told you earlier, and the topic is effect of severe unemployment on the economy of India. And today we had Dr. S. Ulganathan sir from Chennai. He is assistant professor in Department of Economics, Guru Nanak College, and he had joined all the way from Chennai. So along with him, we are going to discuss this important topic. So once again, I am requesting all the viewers to share this video and like, comment, whatever come to your mind regarding this particular topic. You can type it in the comment box, so that we will get a notification of it, and we can pass on the message to our guest speaker who had joined today, and who is going to elaborate more on this particular topic. So without wasting time, I would like to call Dr. S. Ulganathan sir. Sir, welcome to MNT News Network. Jai Bhim, Jai Mulnivasi, Jai Savidhan, Jai Bharat. So, yeah, today
Jai Bhim,
we
sir.
are.
Jai Bhim. Jai Bhim Mulnivasi.
Yeah. Thank you very much, sir. So today we are going to discuss about this topic, which is related to unemployment, and the severity of the unemployment in India, and basically how it is going to affect the overall economy of India. Because when a person is who is actively searching for employment is unable to find a suitable work nowadays, and this unemployment has arises in the economy. The Indian economy is facing a major slowdown due to the increasing rate of unemployment. And as India is a developing country, nature of unemployment is quite different from the scenario of unemployment prevailing in developed countries. So in India, unemployment exists both in rural as well as the urban areas, and majority of people are in the rural areas, and they are in their life, their day-to-day life. And the stagnant rate of growth and high rate of unemployment, this has occurred as a result of a shortage in the capital equipment, and unemployment leads to underutilization of labor and human capital, resulting in lower productivity in the economy. And this will definitely further aggravate the poverty, malnutrition, and lower capita income of the population. So, considering the severity of this topic today, we would like to know from you what is the current scenario of the unemployment in India, and further we would like to hear from you how this situation, if it continues, how it is going to affect the overall economy of the country as an India. Sir, over to you. Please elaborate more on this unemployment issue of that the marginalized people are facing, and as far as India as a as a developing country is considered, how it is going to affect the Indian economy, how it's going to affect due to this. Please, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, I am audible, sir.
Yes, you are audible.
Myself, Dr. S. Ulaganathan, Guru Nanak College, Assistant Professor of Economics. Good evening, one and all. First of all, my thanks to MNT English channel, YouTube channel, for giving this opportunity to give explanation and lecture on the unemployment on economy in India. Sir, as you said, it's a main problem. Unemployment situation, the unemployment is very, very important issue in developing country as well as the global level. After COVID-19, the rate is very severe increase and effect on economy and all over as well as the global level. So, as you said, it is a very, very important topic to discuss the current scenario, which is a effect on economy, not only economy and the social factors. So, unemployment is one of the major social and economic issue in India as well as global. The overall result of unemployment rate is already not so good. At the beginning of year 2018, the government of India said the lack of employment opportunity and the rising prices were India's more pressuring and pressuring challenges in the economy. So since that issue, economy was expected to lose over 32,000 crores every day during the lockdown. Within a month, unemployment rose from 6.7% on 15th March to 26% on 19th April 2020 during the COVID-19. It was the 14 crores, that is 140 million people lost the job opportunity as compared to the year 2018. More part household across the nations income was dropped. So this report said that the rate of unemployment was highest in urban area as compared to the rural area. So 29% to 0.22% for the rural area, 26.69% for the urban area. Sorry, 29% to 29.22% for urban area and 26.69% for the rural area. So in this, there was three main decision regarding this. Dismissed the workers, asked to employ to go on indefinite leave without pay, slashed the employees' salary by the as much as 85%. So the main issue, unemployment rate increase continuously in India as well as the global level. Even though all indicators of growth, including GDP, gross domestic product, indicate the rapid economic recovery increases, but the unemployment rate is still lacking. It's very severe. The government of India is looking the unemployment as a serious issues in Indian economy after COVID-19 pandemic. Rising unemployment remains a major concern for long-term economic growth despite the substantial improvement in GDP growth. Now let me share the types of unemployment and the present status of unemployment in India. Then I will discuss the important cause and the severe effects of unemployment on economic growth and development in India. So when you look at the basic in definition of unemployment, varies from nation to nation. There are two concepts, being jobless and not having a job are frequently distinct. To the Indian economist and many textbook of labor economics, a person who looking for job are ready to work but unable to get substantial or suitable work, it is known as unemployed person. According to international legislation, also defined a person works lesser than 15 hours per week. He is not yet retired, he is able to begin work, they are called as a unemployed. When we measure in the unemployment rate, generally the unemployment rate is proportion of labor force. That is the percentage of the person without a job. It is known as unemployment rate. The percentage used to indicate this rate and rate. Calculate this unemployment rate is equal to total number of unemployment person divided by the total number of workforce. The total number of workforce combination of the number of unemployment persons plus the number of employed persons. Total number of workforce, unemployment will increase, then the economy will struggle, and there will be a fewer job available. Similarly, it is predicted the unemployment rate will decrease when a nation's economy is strong, growing, and offering the general populace of wide variety of job opportunities. So these things, when we look at this unemployment rate, we should understand the different types of unemployment. In general, there are 5 different forms of unemployment. These 5 categories of unemployment include the disguised unemployment, structural unemployment, fractional unemployment, seasonal and cyclical unemployment. The first one thing, let me, what is the type of unemployment, that is the disguised unemployment. This situation is when the number of employed individuals is more than needed. This is common in agriculture sector. We know that they even organized, unorganized sector of India face the same problem. The second method are types of unemployment, seasonal unemployment. This type of unemployment is according to the different seasons of year. For example, a farmer working in harvest season only. The agricultural laborers in India face this problem every year. Another one, structural unemployment. This is a situation that arises when the employment opportunity available don't match with the individual skill. You know that there is some interconnect, the connection with the relationship between the capability of the person or the skills of person and availability of the job opportunity. For example, the availability the bank manager post, but the individual only possesses a marketing skill. This is the wide difference between the available the job opportunity and the skill of the person. This may be causes because of the lack of education and training in India. Another type of cyclical unemployment. This is common in capitalist country and economy. That's not a case in India. But anyway, this the one of the type of unemployment. This is the citation when the employment increases in a recession or falls during the growth of economy. So another type of unemployment, frictional unemployment. It is the search for the unemployment where the individual is unemployed for the some time only. The reference period, that is the 15 hours, measure the international labor organization given some uh, 15 hours per week. So that's the reference period. That period, the searching for job, that is called the frictional unemployment. This may be between the j- job and between the graduation and the job positioning. This is voluntary as they are making their own decision to leave and join. Now India is moving to the gig economy, that is the digital economy. Additionally, we look at the technological unemployment. This is a classical example what happening during the Industrial Revolution. The machines replaced the manual labor and thus lead to unemployment. Like the World Bank's assumption of India losing 69% of job due to the automation. This kind of unemployment due to the changing the technology. According to our Indian culture and Indian society, there is a vulnerable unemployment. The another additional we can see in Indian society. This is a situation when there is no legal proof of backup job security. Nowadays, most of the workers engaged in the contract basis, working in the contract basis in private sector as well as the government sector. This common wage workers where there is no record of them working as they are unemployed. India faces this large as the number of people in unorganized sector is high. Another report, the National Sample Survey, also categorized the unemployment based on the individual activities. A person is employed when he is actively engaged in economic activities, which is known as an employed person. If he is unemployed when he is looking for work, but is unable to find it, it is called as unemployed person. So NSO also follow the certain approaches to measure the unemployment in India. There are usual status approach, weekly status approach, daily status approach. The first one, usual status approach. This approach only consider individuals unemployed who have been majorly not working during the 365 days. Another one, weekly status approach. This approach considers individual unemployed if they have not been working for hours or a day. Another, finally, daily status approach. This approach considers an individual unemployed even if we did not work for an hour on a particular day. So this is the different types of unemployment condition in India. Now look at the trends, the recent trends of unemployment rate in India, which is a comparison between the pre and post COVID-19 pandemic in India. India's unemployment rate ranged from the all the time high of 23.5% in April 2020 to record low now 6.4% in September 2022, with the average of 8.2% between this period. I have provided the unemployment rate in India pre and post COVID-19 pandemic periods. In generally, unemployment rate or unemployment refers to the share of labor force that is without work but available for and seeking employment. And look at the trend in 2018 before COVID-19, the Indian unemployment rate was 5.3%. Now it is increased to 8.3% in 2021. So, when you look at the youth unemployment, so youth unemployment refers to the share of workforce age 15 years to 24 years without work but available for and seeking employment. That is called the youth unemployment. So Indian youth unemployment was 23.05% in 2008. That is before COVID-19. After COVID-19, it was 28%, which is also increased. So due to the COVID-19 and the pandemic period, it's a very severe effect of unemployment on Indian economy. So the scenario is when we look at this scenario trend of unemployment rate, so it is increases rate during the 2018 to 2021. Now the latest unemployment statistics, when you look at this, the latest report of CMAA report, according to this report shows the 1 million people are 15 lakhs of people lost a job in August 2022. The unemployment figure accounts for job lost in both formal sector and informal sector. The total number of employed individuals fell from 399.38 million in July to 397.78 million in August 2022. It is worth noting that 1.3 million job losses were from rural India alone. The CMA report also noted that the national unemployment rate jumped sharply to 8.32% in August after the falling to 6.9% in July 2022. Many economists believe the uneven recovery of the economy is only of the reason, the primary reason began the increase in the job losses. When we compare the unemployment rate with the world level, when the unemployment rate in India is not really good because of when we compare with global unemployment rate, the Indian unemployment rate is more as compared with other countries as well as the international unemployment rate. So unemployment rate in India, France, Brazil, Italy, Turkey, and the Spain, and including South Africa, are high as compared with the international unemployment rate. Then the UK, USA, Russia, China, and Australia, Germany are lower than international unemployment rate. This scenario shows that the South Africa is unfortunately top in the global fight against. In comparison of G20 nation, unemployment rate in India comes in at number 18 out of 20 countries. Whereas among the BRICS, there are 5 countries: Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. India is positioned third place after China, Russia. We compare with the state comparison in India, state-wise comparison of unemployment rate. The highest unemployment rate in Haryana with 37.4, while the lowest was 0.9% in Odisha. In addition to Haryana, double-digit unemployment rates are existing in 7 additional states such as Rajasthan, Bihar, Jharkhand, etc. When we compare with urban and rural regions, Indian unemployment rate is 10.09% for urban area, 7.44% for the rural area. In December, in the period of December 2022. Gender-wise comparison, as per the National Statistical Office 16th Periodic Labor Force Survey, noted that the unemployment rate for the females 9.4% and 6.6% for male in the month of November 2022. So this situation and condition of unemployment rate in India, when we compare with the global level, state level, there is a difference among the states, and there is a difference between the male and the female. So these things, but the rate of unemployment is very
Hello. Are you able to hear me, sir?
yes, sir.
Yeah.
Hello.
Please, please.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm audible, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
In between, the network was getting disturbed,
I'm
but
audible.
it's okay now.
Yes,
Now
yes.
audible, yeah.
Okay, 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 okay. Yeah, okay, sir. Shall I continue, sir?
Yeah, yeah, please.
Shall I continue now? Yeah, yes. So now we look at the causes of unemployment rate. The unemployment rate is continually increasing in India. In every nations, there are very variety of reasons that contribute to unemployment. Whether the unemployment is brought on the drop in the labor force or the lack of jobs determines whether it is will be temporarily or permanent. There are according to our Indian situation, Indian society, there are the standard reasons, standard causes, or standard factors uh, for reason for the unemployment, size of the increasing population of the one, the poor education, that is the lack of vocational skill of the working class, less government support with legal complexity and low infrastructure, less financial and market and market support to the small scale industries. The large number increase in India, even though other main factors are existing in India for increasing the unemployment rate. Last 5 years or one decades, there are three unprecedented events existing in India, like the declaration currency, implementation of GST, and COVID-19 pandemic. The declaration of demonetization currency in 2016, immediately the implementation of GST in 2017-18. 2020, 2019, in the end of the year in 2019 and 20 onwards, corona pandemic, uh, we are meet the COVID period. So the Indian country as a labor intensive country, that is the industry has severely affected these main factors, main events, President GST, particularly the micro small businesses experience shutdown due to the another condition of India, reason for unemployment, transition to the transitioning between the three sectors like agriculture, manufacturing, service sector are challenging due to the poor productivity in agriculture sector, low investment in manufacturing sector, inadequate infrastructure development, limit job opportunity, service. Main factor dissimilarity of education system in India. You know that there is a CBSE board, a state board, international board, etc. So this thing, there is a wide, there is a differences access to education system in India. So there is a lack of skill-based education in school and colleges is the main reason for the unemployment. Our education system primarily concerned with the quality and knowledge and written examination more than practice-based tasks. For this reason, after the completion of graduation, while they facing interview, students find themselves lacking in confidence and skill. So another last point, but not least, very very important point in Indian condition, there is a less participation of women in the workforce, and there is a caste and religion-based discrimination in labor market. So you know that there is labor market. There is a discrimination, caste-based and religion-based, gender-based discrimination, accessing the labor, land, job opportunity. There is the entrepreneur, including the become the entrepreneur. Vulnerable people, socially excluded people, uh, could not get the good job opportunity, and they get became they cannot become a entrepreneur. So this is the main reasons began the unemployment rate continuously increasing in India. Now look
Yes,
at the main effects of unemployment economy. Yeah, high unemployment rate affects the Indian economy in many ways. Growing unemployment affects on the economy of a country as well as the individual and the society. While economists and academicians make a convincing argument that a certain natural level of unemployment cannot be erased. Elevated unemployment impose high cost on individual, society, and country. The first, the effect of unemployment to the individual. The cost of unemployment to the individual are not hard to the imagine. When the person lose their job, there is often immediate impact in their standard of living. For example, before the Great Recession, average saving rate in US had been drifting down towards zero. Sometimes it's below. Uh, there are unnected report that the average person is only few weeks away from serious financial trouble without paying job. So it's leads to the great recession, and that is it leads to the NPA, the non-performing assets of country. It is became a financial crisis in US. The same situation happened in the recently Sri Lanka economic crisis. The same situation. Since that unemployed people consuming for less than usual, which is the economic consequences can beyond the just less consumption and saving. So the one of the main effect the unemployment leads to the less consumption and less savings. The prolonged unemployment may be lead to the erosion of skill, which can be lead to the greater skepticism and pessimism. Similarly, the absence of income created by unemployment can force family to deny educational opportunity to their children and deprive the economy of those future skills. Prolonged unemployment harms worker mental health and can worsen physical health and shorten the lifespan. For example, young people find the wrong way to earn money, and unemployment youth don't have anything to do, so they maybe start doing robbery and murder, etc. That is the increasing rate in crime. Unemployment is the leading causes of depression among the youth. They accept they are taking they will be take alcohol and drugs, etc. So another effect of unemployment to the society cost unemployment are difficult to calculate, but anyway, there is important issue on the society, which is the when the unemployment becomes a universal problem. There are often increased called the protection and the severe restriction to immigration. The protection can be not only the lead to the destructive tit for tat retaliation among the countries, but the reduction in trade harm economic well-being of all trading partners. The other social costs include there is a direct relationship between the unemployment and poverty. The elevated unemployment may be create both higher poverty and crime rate, higher crime. So another effect of unemployment to the country, the economic cost of unemployment are probably more obvious when we view through the lens of national checkbook. Unemployment aggravates social unrest and economic imbalance of the country. Unemployment may lead to increase the non-performing assets of country. When the job losers, they cannot repay their loan. So it is leads to the more increase in the NPF banking. The unemployment may lead to the higher payment from the state and federal plans for unemployed benefits, for food assistance, medic aids. High unemployment rate reduce the uh, gross domestic product due to the unbalance between the demand and the supply in the market, move the countries away from the efficient allocation of its resources. It is also worth noting that companies pay a price for the high unemployment as well. Unemployment benefits are financed largely by the taxes accessed on the business. We know that the economist knows that the Phillips curve, the relationship between the inflation rate and unemployment rate. When the inflation rate high, the unemployment will be decline. When unemployment rate will high, the inflation rate will decline. So the situation, the government in India balanced the situation in the case of unemployment rate and inflation rate. So in my conclusion, the government of India has been steps taken to boost employment rate. Today, unemployment dropped from 8% in 2020 to 7% in January 2023. So indicating that sustained recovery from the effects of demonetization, GST, and COVID-19 pandemic that left the million of laborers and peoples without job. Thus, the government of India come up with several schemes to boost the employment rate in India. Some of there are integrated rural development program, which is initiated for creating job opportunity in rural areas, training of rural youth for the self-employment, and rural employment program, rural landless employment guarantee program, merged with the Javagar Rozgar Yojana. This scheme became official in 1981. It's a ratio of 80 is to 20 between the center and the state sponsored for this scheme. So another scheme for creating job opportunity in rural area, NREGA, that is the Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act, which is creating the employment opportunity in rural areas, 100 days of payment, paid employment of employment to individual from family willing to do unskilled labors. Another scheme, the Pradhan Mantri Kausal Vikas Yojana. There are a lot of scheme like Startup India, Stand Up India, Skill India, which is known as the National Skill Development. So many schemes created for the job opportunity, rural as well as the urban area. However, the government of India should take the steps, the manufacturing sector. So many manufacturers in India have labor intensive work like food processing, hardware, apparel, and more. They can create special package job for the individual. Uh, the increase in the government job in field like health, police, the education, and etc. There should be decentralized industrial activities for equip rural area development, control migration, and reduce the urban job uh, pressure too. Then the youth should remain center focus on the entrepreneurship projects. The another one, women should receive the more liberation in workplace. The education system should be focused on the skilled development, creation of a decent quality of job in formal and informal sector. There should be equity in the capital and the labor market. The self-employed must get support as well as the private sector. The government should bring reservation in government private sector because of the now the reducing the public sector. Now the government of India declared the privatization 1991. Now the most of the public sector transferred to the private sector. So since that government of India should give the implemented the reservation in private sector. So this is the basic conclusion. The topic of in unemployment is very very important to examine the point of view with these things. So the government should take in the proper manner to reduce the unemployment rate in India to boost the economic growth and the development on the society. Thank you for listening. Thank you,
Yeah,
sir.
thank you very much, sir, for elaborating on the current scenario of the unemployment of India and what measures can be taken or what steps need to be taken by the government of India to improve this particular situation. Because as far as the marginalized sections are considered, the scheduled caste, scheduled tribe, and other backward classes are considered. They are the worst. They are the people who are facing this scenario, and it, to the worst condition they are facing it, and they are having severe unemployment. And as far as the youths are considered, they are having they are jobless and they are having no jobs with them. So definitely, if the youth who constitutes more in the population, if he is jobless and he is the future of the country, then definitely it is going to affect the overall development of the country as well as overall economy of the country. So there are definite steps need to be taken in the direction. So it was a nice elaboration by you on the topic, and definitely you had made justice to the topic by elaborating more on the unemployment scenario and what best can be done. Thank you very much for joining today, sir. We will again invite you on different topic on another day, and hope you would again join us and brief us about the various developments that are happening in and around the country. Thank you very much, sir, for joining. Again, we will meet someday,
Thank you, sir.
some other day.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you
sir.
so much. Thank you.
Yeah. So it was Professor S. Ulganathan who had joined and elaborated more on the unemployment issues of India, of the country, and particularly for the marginalized section. So this video will be there at this particular link, and you are requested to share this particular video within your social circle so that this important information is passed on to different people, and they also can get this information on the unemployment scenario and what efforts need to be taken by the government. Once again, tomorrow at 8:30 we will meet as a regular program. Tomorrow we are going to discuss the topic in Hindi, because from Monday to Saturday we are discussing the program in Hindi language, and on Sunday specifically we are discussing the topic in English language. So tomorrow we are going to discuss a very important topic that is again related with the privatization, and that is with the various schemes the government is running. That is OPS, the NPS, the new pension scheme, the old pension scheme, and the EPF, and what is the idea of the government and what government thinks in this particular direction for this as far as these welfare schemes are considered. The topic in Hindi is OPS, NPS, EPF or Sarkar ki Mansha. So this is the topic that we are going to discuss tomorrow. And we will have along with us Dr. Kamlesh Minaji, who will be joining from Punjab. He is a Sahayak Kshetriya Nideshak, IGNU, Kshetriya Kendra Khanna Punjab. So he's going to join from Punjab, and he will elaborate more on these particular schemes. What are the OPS, what is the NPS, EPF, and what government is thinking, or what government is elaborating more on this particular topic, particular welfare schemes towards the employees. So definitely this information will be very, very important. So I will request once again to join tomorrow at 8:30 p.m. And once again, thank you very much for joining today on this particular topic. Thank you very much. Jai Bhim, Jai Mulyavasi, Jai Samvidhan, Jai Bharat.